So rumors around the NFL surrounding wide receiver Davante Adams may potentially move on from the Las Vegas Raiders. And we figured we'd do something fun here about this, really breaking it down here on Charger Syndicate. Going on, Charger fans? It is I, myself, Jake Silva here on Charger Syndicate, giving you everything LA Chargers news and so much more. If it is your first time here up on the channel, I encourage you, all of you guys, thank you so much for showing your supports, to like, subscribe, hit the bell button, keep you up to date on future and past videos. I figured I'd do something fun here on this particular video because the rumors right now are true that the Las Vegas Raiders have in fact sent out a message to the NFL inquiring that wide receiver Davante Adams, they may potentially be looking for a trade partner to really ship off the star wide receiver. So Davante Adams thus far already has 18 catches for 209 receiving yards, 1 touchdown, and has been averaging 11.6 yards receiving per play. Davante Adams is, in fact, a big household name around in the NFL and somebody that right now in his age 31 season, things do not seem to be working out right now for the Raiders front office and for the Raiders organization as a whole. And right now he's just been showing a lot of his frustrations, and it has been surfacing. It's been surfacing in the documentary on Netflix on Receiver, and it's been surfacing all the way up into the 4 games thus far this season. Now, Davante Adams, we know, only has at the very least a couple of years up on his contract, but he is somebody that at his age and value is somebody that I would expect the Raiders would probably be able to get his worth of up to a 2nd to 3rd round pick, probably have both or maybe a little bit more than that, but they're going to want some draft capital. Now, why is it that I would bring this up? It's because I honestly do think, now I don't think, hypothetically speaking, do I believe that this is a trade that could potentially happen for the LA Chargers, but I figured I would do something fun for this, really breaking this down. The Chargers wide receiving core is shaped like this, where we have Quentin Johnston, Ladd McConkey, DJ Chark, Josh Palmer, Brendan Rice, several other wide receivers that we have up in this room, which of course everybody is deeming it quote unquote no receivers in the room, which clearly Quentin Johnston already has 3 touchdown catches. Ladd McConkey has also been showing up his rookie stardom to this point. But, the Chargers, they may be looking to find, at least a veteran receiver after losing Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Could this potentially be the case? I'd say the chances are very unlikely because of the fact that the Raiders do not want to end up trading away a star wide receiver to a division rival, which is kind of the obvious. But if it was something that was to really happen, and just hypothetically speaking with this could be something that, Justin Herbert and Davante Adams really can make a very strong connection up onto this offense. Now, we know Davante Adams, there's been a lot of the rumors of, number one, he's been acting more of a diva, doesn't really, like particularly with the way that things have been running with the Raiders. And I think for several reasons, because he chose the Raiders because he wanted to reunite with fellow Fresno State alumni and New Orleans Saints quarterback now, Derek Carr, at the time when he was with the Raiders. And then once he ended up getting cut and moved on with the Saints, things have just gone downhill for Davante Adams, especially with the quarterback position that has not been able to solidify itself. So I figure, if you get a veteran quarterback like Justin Herbert, who obviously can throw the ball very accurately and is capable of throwing the deep ball, and then somebody like Davante Adams, who we've known in the league for a very long time, has been capable of being the star wide receiver still, who has been making unbelievable cuts and separations as a wide receiver, even and up to this point at the age of 31, is somebody that I think really can make a case for itself. But do we think this is possibly what could happen? Maybe not, but we never leave that door closed, at the end of it, because ultimately there is a lot of teams that have been inquiring about Davante Adams. And so the Raiders really do have many different options that they are looking towards. And so if this becomes a case for the LA Chargers, I'd say that it would work out best. But the only question of it is, does this end up solidifying to where it could help to open up the pass game a little bit more if this was to happen? Hopefully it does, and hopefully that can be the case. But for right now, we figured we would just at the very least give a little bit of an outlook, maybe do something, fun with this. I still would be very ecstatic if the fact that Davante Adams was in fact to join the Chargers, that became the case. But I think realistically, I don't know if the Chargers really would engage in maybe potentially having Davante Adams as a trade suitor and really a fit for the Chargers and Justin Herbert. But we figure you never want to end up leaving that door closed as a potentiality if that were to become the case. That's it here on this edition of Charger Syndicate. Like, subscribe, hit the bell button for to keep you up to date on future and past videos. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Bolt up, everybody, and we'll see you here on the next video here with Jake Silva, yours truly, on Charger Syndicate. Take care, you guys.